Hello there, welcome to Daisy Case Primitives. My name is Christy and today we're going to do a FlossTube video on my channel. FlossTube meaning catching you up with my cross stitch. Under my channel heading Daisy Case Primitives, I do two types of videos. Some that are labeled FlossTube, cross stitch, and others that are labeled Feather Your Nest. The Feather Your Nest videos are of home decor, my own home, how I use my stitching in my decor, and just kind of sharing primitive colonial style with you. Let's get into the stitching. I have a fully finished, and it's not fully finished because I just kind of have it plopped in this frame. This is Sarah Comfort by Queen Towns Sampler Designs. I stitched this on 36 count linen, and I used a variety. I used two different weeks flosses. Sorry, I just had a coughing fit. I used, gunmetal and onyx or coal. I don't remember. Sorry. In my past videos, I've shared this for quite some time. I do a black sampler stitch in the mornings and just put a couple strands in each morning, and I'm trying to build a black sampler wall. I thought this was going to be my last piece, but it's not. This is going to fit nicely on the wall. I'm almost there. I have the space for one more small, and I'll share that with you here in just a minute of the next selection that I chose. But I love how this turned out, and it's wonky in this frame. I wanted to make sure it was going to fit, and I was kind of afraid after I got the frame that it was going to be not large enough, too tight. It's going to be fine, and anyway, that was my fully finish. Not quite FFO'd because I need to lace it and put it permanently in this frame. But I purchased this frame, sorry, I have a tickle in my throat, from Art to Frames online. And I really like the simplicity of it. I like to put my pieces in black frames. This is just my preference. I think it shows the stitching off. See, you can see how it's just floppy in the frame. My personal preference, my style, what I like, I just like to keep the frames cohesive, and I think it looks nice in a grouping that all the frames are the same color, not necessarily the same style. And I just like the way it kind of showcases the stitching more so, and the frame doesn't compete with the stitching. That doesn't mean that I don't like other frames and other colors and designs. I do. I think many are so beautiful, but for my home, my decor, that's what I like. So that's why you'll see lots of black frames. But anyway, there's my Sarah Comfort. I love her. You can really see the modeling in this linen. I love the pearled barley by Lakeside Linen. It's just gorgeous. So one more and I will have my black sampler wall finished, and I will share that with you all when I get it all done. Okay, the next little black sampler that I'm working on is Mary Ann England by Lottie Daw. It's a really small one, similar to Mary Jane Moody. I'm stitching this on a scrap piece of linen, so I don't know what it is. And this is my start. I'm using Weeks, which one? I have this floss ring of the different colors of charcoals and blacks that I like to use on my black samplers. And this one, I'm using Weeks Kohl, K-O-H-L. If you know of any other black flosses that are variegated. I like to see lots of variegation in the flosses. If you know of any others, I have coal, onyx, charcoal, gunmetal, excuse me, and I think that's all that I have. So I'm looking for some other blacks, so if you can recommend them for me, please leave me a comment. So that was well, not hopefully, because I really enjoyed stitching these black pieces. There's something about the look of that dark linen, because I like dark furniture anyhow. I just love how that looks. It looks really antique. So I think I will keep on stitching some black pieces, but I don't know, I may hold off for a while. Okay, the next thing that I stitched on this month in January was and peg. Last year, at the beginning of each month, I started a new sampler, and this year I'm pulling out those samplers the month I started them, and I'm working on them the whole month, along with other stitching that I'm going to share with you. But the Scarlet House and peg, love this. I've gotten quite a bit of progress on her. This is 36 count summer khaki, and this is what I've gotten accomplished. Get over there. So let's see, last time I shared with you, I think I was working on the berry basket, maybe have part of this top flower got finished. And that's where I'm at now. So cute. I need to finish off the bird's tail. I got to remember to do that. So pretty. Love it. Can't wait to get this one done. I didn't say earlier, this is January 30th, 2023, FlossTube number 47, and I doubt that I'm going to get this done, obviously, by the end of the month. But I made lots of progress on her this month, which was the goal, and I look forward to working on her again next year, or maybe I'll pull her out later on and put some more work into her, because she's close to a finish. All right, so this year's I'm trying a new stitching rotation plan out, and so far it's working out well for me. We'll see if I keep it up, but right now it's working good. And each day of the week I kind of have a theme, and for Mondays I'm calling them Merry Mondays, and so I will be working on Christmas related pieces. So I started O Tannenbaum by Brenda Gervais. I'm stitching this with Shanda Stitching in Idaho. She kind of mapped out a plan for getting this completed by September, I think. And I'm behind on my homework, but I'm stitching this on a 36 count Picture This Plus Legacy. And the layout, Shanda just did an updated video this morning, and I finished watching hers before I've recorded this. But she explains how Brenda lays out the design so that it fits on the linen on one piece. And so anyway, this is my start. Started on the sled. So cute. So that would be this section. And that's how much I have finished. Supposed to have had, let's see, December and January was that section, and the next section I think that she's moving on to next is this one for February and March. So I'm behind. I need to get cracking. So that's Merry Monday work. Tuesdays I call Tombstone Tuesdays. Now I know that sounds kind of weird, but I like these little tombstone angels, and I've collected several charts that include those. This one's called Sarah Hook by Carriage House Samplings. And the idea for me is to stitch these up, maybe some stand-ups, some framed, flat folds, just a variety of way of finishing them to make a display like I could put here at Halloween time for Tombstone Angels. So cute. I'm stitching this one on 36 count Tobias by Seraphim Fabrics. And this is how far I am now. Not much farther than the last time I shared with you. I've been doing my annual clean out where I go through every room by room. I just finished up getting all of this in last time. I go room by room and clean out every cupboard, drawer, cabinet, everything. Get rid of things I don't want, can't wear, don't use, and kind of reorganize. So I haven't really spent as much stitching time as I normally do, or could, I should say. So that's my progress on Sarah Hook for Tombstone Tuesdays. I did find from Hillside Rookery, Olivia B's Etsy shop. I purchased this one, The Curse of the Raven by Carriage House Samplings. Thought that was cute, and it's smaller, so I thought I could potentially make it just stitch just the headstone, tombstone, leave the crow or raven off the top, and it could be a stand-up or flat fold, but it's just smaller than a lot of the other charts that I have. Excuse me. And this one is Susanna Goose by Carriage House Samplings. These I hadn't seen ever. Not that I've seen a lot of them, but so cute. This one will be on 36 count. It will be 7/8 by 10. So it's pretty tall, but I don't know. I just thought it would be cute for a Halloween display, varying heights and styles of the Tombstone Angels to make a gathering display of them all together. So that's the plan there. So Wednesdays, I call Woolly Wednesdays. That's the day that I do wool applique. I love that. I haven't done much. Cross stitch has pretty much captured my focus and my attention for the last several years. It just seems easy to do. It doesn't require a whole lot of getting stuff out, and I don't know. It just seems easier to me and more accessible. So I've had several kits, wool applique kits, and I just finished this one up from Buttermilk Basin. This is called Simple Circles Through the Year, and this is January. I bought this as a kit, and you got everything to complete the wool applique along with the plate and the plate holder. Very reasonable and really cute. Now mine, I omitted the snow on his hat. I didn't put all of the beads on the band of his hat where the ivy or the greenery sprig is. And I kind of changed my greenery up. And this is my finish. I think it's cute. I didn't, they also used the wool for the snowflakes, and I just stitched a couple in. My embroidery stitching skills are not that great, but suffice to work, and that is a finish. I think this will be a picture of how I have him displayed. Will be at the beginning of my video or my video thumbnail, so hopefully you can see how he looks in all of his glory. Okay, so I had that one complete. I needed another project for my next Wednesday, and I have this little Flowers and Bee Mat by Teresa Primitive's Treasures. I've had this as a kit. I ordered it from her Etsy shop in 2017, I think. And I didn't want to tackle a great big project yet. So I'm starting this one. Kind of hard to see. Get it even closer. It's a little brown mat and it has flowers on it. It's only 18 by 5. Has a little bee. There's a little bee right here. I just thought it was cute and would be cute for my summer bee themed displays. And I bought the whole kit with all of the wool and pattern within. So that, I believe, will be my next Woolly Wednesday project. On Thursdays, because I couldn't really think of any other word that was kind of cutesy to go along with Thursday, and the only thing I could think of was I wanted to do some spring Easter related stitching that day, and all I could come up with was Thumper, like Thumper from Bambi. So because I'm going to be stitching a lot of rabbits, I went ahead and chose to do this one. I think I shared last time I was going to do the other one that goes along with this series, but I'm doing Spring Gatherings because this to me is kind of like the first one. So I pulled this one to start, and I'm using flosses that are some of the flosses I had, some I didn't. So I'm using whatever I have in my stash that kind of relates or matches the color. This is on a scrap piece of linen, I don't know what. And this is my start. Getting quite a bit of the bunny done. And that's really gone fairly quickly. And these are all the flosses that I'm using. Cute. I'm using chestnut for the bunny, and I'm just about out. I think I have another skein of it in my stash. So that's Thumper Thursday. Cute, cute, cute. Fridays are Fallish Fridays, meaning I'm going to stitch anything fall related, including Thanksgiving pieces. So I decided right off the bat I wanted to stitch Celebrate Harvest by Brenda Gervais. This came in the Coming to America box with that kit, and I'm going to do mine different. I'm going to stitch the little Pilgrim Woman and Man separately. I probably will stitch the wording into a pillow by itself, and I might do just the basket of corn by itself. I don't know. When I get to that point, I don't know, because it's on a table, basket of corn sitting on a table. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll wait and see how it looks when I get there. So, say all that to show you this. My little pilgrim lady. I got her all finished. She's holding a pumpkin. And I'll finish these all into pillows, and I'll probably put some sort of trim around it. They'll be small, and I'll display them all together in a basket or a bowl or tray or something like that. So that I will be working on for a few more Fridays to get that one done. Don't fall. Okay. Saturdays, I'm calling Salt Box Saturdays, where I am stitching all kinds of different little salt box houses, and I'm primarily using Melissa, a Pinker and Pumpkin blog, where she offers all kinds of really darling little salt box houses and other designs that she creates for free. I've been accumulating several patterns, charts of hers for quite some time, and I thought this year is just the year that I'm going to get some of these done. So the first one that I worked on was called Winter Salt Box, and this is my fully finish. So cute. I used a scrap of linen, and I just tried to match the colors of DMC floss to the colors that Melissa used in her design. The snowman was charted to have a cardinal on his head, and I didn't do that. I kind of changed the layout of my snowflakes. I didn't stitch them all, and down here between the stars is supposed to be one little stitch of red, and I didn't do that. So I think it turned out cute, and the plan is just to stitch up a bunch of these little salt box houses. I'll keep them all in a basket, and as the seasons change out, I'll just bring whatever season that is, I'll bring that pillow to the front and keep all the others in the same basket just to be a cute display. So thank you very much, Melissa, if you're watching. I don't know if you watch my channel, but we certainly do appreciate your generosity in creating such cute designs and then just sharing them with us for free. So thank you very much. The next one that I will be working on, or I started actually, is called Winter Manor. This is kind of the general gist of the design. And here is my start. I am stitching these so far on 36 count vintage country mocha. I don't know if I'm going to keep them all on the same linen or if I will change out the colors of the linen, different styles. I don't know that yet, but so this is where I am right now. I am just kind of using my own flosses, kind of following her general chart design colors, but I didn't want the first two of my houses to be too much the same color, so I'm changing them up a little bit. But so that was my salt box Saturday stitch for the last 2 Saturdays, Saturday and a half. That is going to be lots of fun. Looking forward to getting several of those done and in a basket. So cute. All right, so for Sunday stitching, I'm calling Stocking Sunday. And when I say stockings, not necessarily Christmas stockings, but I love all these carriage house sampling stockings. And the first one that I chose to do is called Sampler Stocking. So pretty. And I am stitching mine on 36 count rustic drab by XJU Design. And this is what I have so far from my start. All the alphabet up here are eyelet stitches, and I was kind of getting bored of doing all the eyelets, so I decided I wasn't going to keep on doing them row by row. I wanted to just come on down so that I could get to some other stitching, other colors. All those eyelets are a little bit daunting to do all at once, at least my opinion, my taste it is. So we're down here to the bird in the tree, and I really want this to look like the photo, like the chart, so I needed to get some more DMC, so that's why some of these pieces here in the bird are not complete yet. I need to get some more floss. So I really like this. Really am liking this. I love this linen. It's so easy to stitch on. This is going to be really fun. Really fun. So I'm about, here's the bird, so this is where I am here. It gets a little bit more dense stitching down in here. I'm really looking forward to getting to the little man and woman. But it's so pretty. I'm really enjoying stitching this one. So that is my Stocking Sunday stitch. So pretty. And I'm hoping that I can finish these off. I need to find some backing fabric for this one. Hope I can do it justice. We'll see how it comes out. That's all I have for you today. And I'm gonna let you go. I hope that you're getting in lots of time stitching in the new year. It's going by already fast. January's just about over with already. So make your time count. You be you, do it for you, and I'll see you next time.